All right. We've been walking all day. How long will we need to hike tomorrow to get to the next inn? Oh boy.
Only for a few hours, my friend. We're almost there. In the meantime, we can cozy up in that old hunter's cabin ahead. Don't worry, it won't be occupied. We can get plenty of rest before tomorrow.
I don't know, Ulrich. That place looks unsettling.
Nonsense. It's just very old and in a dark corner of the woods. Besides, where's your sense of adventure?
Somewhere far from here, that's for sure.
Oh, look, the door is already partly open for us. Let's make ourselves at home.
This place gives me the creeps.
I think I know what you mean. And that is what makes it the perfect place to tell creepy stories. You better settle in, Joseph.
Oh no. Now where's my teddy bear?
This cabin might be a bit spooky, but it pales in comparison to the horrors witnessed by the heroes of Phaendar. The party surveyed the ruins of Gristledown in shock and horror at the atrocities that took place there. Suddenly, Oren was ambushed by a group of undead and grappled by a hideous shredskin.
So as you step into the field, you see the pile, it begins to shift. Bodies begin to crawl out of the mud. And as they appear, from behind you, you do not notice this. From behind you, one of the flayed skins flies off of the side of the wall.
What?
Towards you.
What? Oh my god. What?
A desperate battle ensued. The dwarven cleric channeled a powerful energy attack to vaporize two of the ghouls. Volus's vicious bite tore through another. However, the undead fiends managed to knock Oren and Tharus unconscious. In a heroic effort, Nyari made her way to Oren's side and revived him with a potion as Aiden defended. The ranger swung his longsword for a deep cut into the shredskin. And finally, the creature was obliterated by Oren's wrath.
Okay, so I get up, I've taken the damage, and I'm basically like, "Wear me, will you?" And then I slam down on it with the warhammer, since he was still lower than me on the ground, and just completely it dissipates everywhere. There's a piece of skin and viscera everywhere.
Next, the party gathered the remaining bodies of the former Gristledown residents, ensuring they would be laid to rest for good, and with honor.
Once the mound has been piled up with all the bodies, he's, without saying anything to anyone else, he doesn't really care. He's going to pull out, he's got some oil on him. He's going to douse as much as he can all throughout here and place the wooden symbol of Rastal back. And he'll say, "Maybe Erastil will watch you in your next life." And he will strike a torch and drop it into the pit.
There is something that I have wanted to do since we saw Phaendar again. I don't know much about Elwood, but looking back, it is because of him that all of us are alive right now. And I wish to honor him in some small way. Where I come from, we typically worship Gorham, who resides in Elysium, but I will alter this to fit him. She pauses for a moment and then begins to say, "There do I see my father. There do I see my mother and brothers and my sisters. There do I see the line of my people back to the beginning. They do call to me. They bid me to take my place among them in the halls of heaven, where our enemies have been vanquished, where the brave shall live forever. Nor shall we mourn but rejoice for those who have died the glorious death. And she'll take the bowl and the blood that has dripped into the bowl, and she will toss it into the fire and just close her eyes.
That, I think, conjures a memory of Aiden that you can tell is his mother. But there will come a time when you will have to rely on your own strength. But I want you to know this. No matter what happens, I love you. You must take care of your sister forever. And to him, this is like a great commission.
Companions, we must get back to camp. The Ironfang Legion is here in the forest. They could be upon our camp any moment. We need to move them.
Theris is right. We must make haste. The time to mourn has passed. The time to trudge forward has come.
Our heroes left Gristledown and headed back to their camp. Along the way, they encountered an injured wolf pup. As Nyari, Theros, and Aiden discussed what should be done, Orin saw an odd creature appear and run off. He scooped up the wolf pup and ran after it. The party soon found themselves outside of a nearby wolf den. The mother was being threatened by the same odd creature that Orin chased after. These mites were beating another nearby pup with a stick. Enraged, our heroes attacked, making quick work of the pathetic mites. Amongst the mites' loot, they discover a map with several listed locations, including a treasure cabin. Theros calmed the mother wolf down and healed the pups, and the group departed, proud of their good deed. Upon their return, the companions encountered Zeph, who was on lookout duty. Nyari gave him the signal whistle they found. Next, the four split ways to attend to their own matters.
Oh, Theros, it's good to see you back. What do you need?
We need to get these people ready to move as soon as possible. Probably would be best to wait till the morning. No need to stir a panic this late at night, but we need to move right away.
Of course, yeah. I mean, we. I think we're mostly ready. We can be ready to go pretty quick. I mean, Jet and I had some things we wanted to talk to you guys about, but I mean, we can wait for the morning for those as well. While everybody else is packing up, I can talk to you about those.
That would be the best decision, I believe. Gristledown was. There aren't really words to describe it.
She kind of nods and she says, I think I know what you're trying to say. I think I was expecting that already.
She'll take some time, as quietly as she can, kind of taking off her armor, and she'll sit on the ground next to where Ilika is sleeping, and Ilika, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know what to do anymore. I miss Severin. It should have been him here, not me. I feel like I'm losing myself. I feel like I'm a ship on the ocean, under a dark sky without stars. And I need you to show me that there's still light, Ilika. I need you to come back to me. I know how much you cared about him. I know you loved him. And if I could go back, I would be the one to stay, not him. I know I've never really told you, but I'm sorry that it was me and not him here with you.
As you're finishing speaking and you lay down, you can feel Ilika, actually, her hand kind of grabs yours, and you kind of look over, and she's still asleep. It's she's not conscious or anything, but it's like unconsciously her hand kind of grabs yours, and you hear her just say, "Stars."
And at that, Nayari just starts crying, like the silent tears that just stream down her face.
And I imagine after literally moving skin, just skin, that he is soaked with blood at the hands. He's probably got it on his face, and he's absolutely just covered and filthy. And he kind of takes a moment to himself and maybe tries to find something reflective and just kind of dampens a cloth and does his best to wipe and get away as much as he can, but it's caked in the wrinkles and underneath his fingernails, and when that's done, he'll finally douse the fire with whatever's left.
While Aiden was doing that, Theros kind of just sat down next to him. How do you do it?
What? How do I do what?
You've told me before about the horrible things that happened to your family. You've been through so much torture. You've seen things that most people wouldn't be able to live through. How can you go on another day, having seen so much? I'm so sick of being too late to help. I can handle hurt for myself, but when others are being treated this, what could motivate these creatures to do such hideous, monstrous things? How do you do it? You and the others are so strong.
I am not that strong, Theros. But I want to be. I want to be people's shoulder to lean on. I wonder sometimes if Nirmathis could truly be free, if I could truly live free. It gets hard, Theros. It's not easy. So as much as I want to, every day, every single day, I think, what if I just ran away? But I won't. I won't run again. I won't run again.
The next morning, our party awakens to a gruesome discovery.
Aiden, Orin, and Theros, you notice something's off. Someone's missing. You look around and Zeph is gone.
I just got chills. Oh,
I offered to
Look out.
watch the night for him and then trade it off.
Like, you look at the log that he was sitting in. It's not there. You do see a water skin just laying next to it. It's as if he just vanished. You see some tracks, just some drag marks in the ground leading out of the camp. And you follow those for a while, maybe a couple hundred yards into the forest. And eventually you spot a pile of leaves. And you eventually uncover a human body without a head. It looks like the head was severed after death with a short blade, a short jagged blade with vigorous hacking. Whatever happened to him happened fast.
We have to go right now. We have to go right now.
Our heroes directed the survivors to pack up and move immediately as they traversed deeper into the Fangwood. The four scouted ahead further to investigate the treasure cabin they discovered on the Might's map. As they approached the cabin, Aiden sprung a bear trap. It cut into his leg, latching him in place as a crazed lynx attacked out of nowhere. The party managed to disable the beast, and as they continued exploring the property, they encountered a wight inside the cabin. This powerful enemy bellowed at them to leave his home and attacked them, draining energy from Orin, Varus, and Aiden. The party was forced to retreat for fear of death by a single blow.
He can kill us very quickly. We strike fast or we leave.
That won't hold him for long. He's still able to move. We need to get out of here right now. That includes you, Aiden. Now.
Yes, go!
The wight stood in the doorway of the cabin, his menacing eyes glaring at his prey as they escaped into the shelter of the woods.